talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
It is an unsettling thought. The internal watchdog at the United States Postal Service found a growing number of mail thieves are postal employees. In a withering report, the Office of the Inspector General says criminals are infiltrating the federal workforce. Alexis, NBC7 Investigates has been covering mail thefts for months, and victims told you that they suspected their stolen mail could have been an inside job. But now the feds are acknowledging what's going on here and just how widespread all of this is.
Yeah, Monica, this is a nationwide problem. So over the last 4 years, the Postal Service has closed nearly 6,000 internal mail theft cases. Again, those are just the closed cases. And when you break that down year by year, you can see the problem is getting worse. This is a 47% increase in just 4 years. And again, this is internal mail theft, and these are just the cases that have been closed.
Wow. Oh, wow. I mean, look at this. We're talking about a huge jump in everything here. And so I understand that the Inspector General found a lot of this theft is actually going on inside processing plants.
Yeah, so
explain that to us.
The investigators found that these postal employees are bringing in their personal belongings like backpacks and coats onto the workroom floor. And of course, they're targeting mail that they think is going to contain credit cards, valuable items, personal information, checks, and even drugs.
And you take a look at this, these photos look so brazen, but frankly, this doesn't look very sophisticated. So exactly how are workers getting away with this?
So a couple of things. The audit found that there's a shortage of supervisors at these processing plants. And then the supervisors that they do have aren't even trained to spot theft. Another thing going on, and this might be a bigger issue, there's more than 18,000 surveillance cameras throughout postal facilities across the country. The Postal Service does not know how many of them even work.
Wow. Okay, that is certainly eye-opening. I know that you interviewed the head of the National Union for Postal Police Officers. What does he have to say about all of this?
Yeah, it's upsetting, but the Postal Service, he says, has become an easy target.
As bad as you think it is, it's much worse. It's bad. Real bad.
Frank Albergo believes most postal workers caught stealing mail are what the Postal Service calls pre-career employees. Back in 2010, the Postal Service created a two-tier workforce to cut costs. So the USPS began hiring temporary workers. These workers make less, don't get the same benefits, and don't work regular schedules. They now make up about a fifth of the workforce. Audits consistently report unacceptable turnover rates. One last year found less than half of all pre-career employees are still on the job just 360 days after they're hired.
They're literally getting the job so they can steal mail and quit. It's amazing.
And postal workers don't always act alone. In a report to Congress this year, the OIG said postal employees have become prime targets for drug trafficking organizations.
You have criminal organizations, right? Gangs that are actually recruiting people to get a job in the Postal Service so they can rob mail and drain bank accounts. That's literally what's happening.
Why do you think they're not being more public about this problem?
I think they're trying to protect their brand.
Postal Service management rejected nearly all of the OIG's internal mail theft investigation findings.
The simplest way to solve a problem is to deny it exists. So that's part of it. They just don't want to admit that the mail is unsafe right now.
Management only fully agreed with one recommendation: to identify all broken surveillance cameras and come up with a plan to fix them. The Postal Service also partially agreed to create a national policy for personal belongings on the workroom floor.
Sometimes criminals attempt to involve employees in illegal activity.
And train supervisors and workers on how to spot internal theft.
They say all the right things, but are they really doing the right things? No, they're not.
The Postal Service shot down the report's fourth recommendation completely, saying it's just not feasible for them to continuously monitor or upkeep surveillance camera failures.
It's sad to see what has happened. I mean, you give your life to the Postal Service, and then you just see it under attack, and you see that the Postal Service really isn't doing much to stop it.
Wow. So what more does Frank Albergo think that the Post Service should be doing to stop this?
Hire more postal police officers to start. He says they used to screen employees on the mailroom floor, but now there's so few officers, they don't have the manpower for that. For some context, there used to be 2,700 postal police officers across the country. Today, there's like 350.
Wow, this is a fraction.
Yeah. In addition to that, Albergo says the Postal Service needs to get rid of that two-tier worker system, just eliminate those temp jobs. The Postal Workers Union tried negotiating that during this year's contract, but they didn't succeed in that effort. And the last thing is, in the meantime, he says they should just be more open with the public about this problem. And with that, a stronger message to deter thieves.
Okay, the transparency maybe is key. All right, thank you, Alexis. We know that you'll stay on top of it.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is J.H. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk, shall we? Hey, listen, I dislike a lot of things in life. I love a lot of things in life. But there's one thing that I hate in life. And the one thing that I hate in life is a thief. This is bad. That's bad. Because that just ruins the reputation of the post office as a whole. Now, some people say, well, it's ruined already because, the supervisors. No, we're not talking about the toxic environment. We're talking about the reputation as a whole. Because if people stop utilizing us and they say, you know what, we prefer XYZ, then we don't make no money. Then they got to close the doors. I understand people keep saying, oh, it's public service. Public service is true, but we're not charity cases. So another service would, non-profit organization would be like Blue Cross Blue Shield or, any of those little tiny organizations that have people that work for them and they make minimum wage. That's facts. So we have to make some profit in order for us to make some money. And with all that being said, if people don't want to spend money with us because they don't trust the fact that we're going to get their checks there on time or their credit cards there on time, then shit. Now, as you heard, a lot of it is the non-career employees, but some of them are career employees. 6,000 cases of theft? Come on, man. Number one is loss of trust. It undermines the public trust when it comes down to us. Case in point. Number two, financial losses, because they got to pay somebody back, obviously, as well as they're paying the inspectors to do some type of work. Costs money. Financial losses. Increased costs. They have to spend more on security measures. You see that they got all these damn security cameras around the damn country and none of them damn things work. I believe my plan manager just told me that they got some, I'm not going to say the amount, a ridiculous amount of money they have to spend on getting the plant to have working cameras. Now, what is that going to do? Working cameras means that now it's going to be monitored. It triggered a whole alarm for everybody. So all the people that's out in the back parking lot pimping, if you don't know, you'll know soon, parking lot pimping, out there sipping on something and smoking on something and doing nasty things out there, they're going to get caught. These people raise the red flags. You're supposed to ride under the radar. But then you go and messing with shit, now you fucking it up for everybody else. This is horrible. Reputation damage. Like I said, our reputation is bad already. We got to try to save face. Now, if the non-careers or whoever it is stealing something, or something was stolen from the plant, but then you got a consistent carrier that comes out there, the public sees that specific carrier on a consistent basis. Now they're looking at them sideways. It's uncomfortable for the carriers. Could be a carrier stealing it. Who knows? Nonetheless, it just hurts overall. And the legal and regulatory situation behind it. Obviously, if you steal from the government, you're gonna get caught, and if you get caught, you're gonna do some time. And why put that on your record? Come on, man. Why do I even need to talk about this? I need to share this because Some of you know people or know of people that steal. Tell they motherfucking ass, sit their ass down. Okay, sit down. Somebody gonna be in the comments and say, well, if they paid us enough. Bullshit. Man, I used to throw papers. I had a paper route when I was 14. I ain't make no money. I wasn't stealing newspapers. Come on, man. The way the society is and the here and now and the instant gratification, everybody trying to make a quick buck, not thinking about the consequences of their actions. We over here trying to fight to get better wages. We can't fight for better wages if we got a whole bunch of people that are undermining the system and making all of us look bad. You know what? This is one of the things that y'all could talk about it, or you could I'm just informing you of what's going on. I saw the article, you saw the article, spoke about it. That should be it. Yeah, I catch one of you son bitches stealing, I'ma tell. It ain't snitching. I'm letting you know off rip. I'ma go tell. That's right, I'm telling. Cause you ain't gonna fuck it up for all of us. Let that not run tell that. That nigga said you gonna snitch on us. Nope. I'm gonna tell. Straight tell. Him over there. I saw him right there. That guy right there. I saw him he had to slip the credit card right in his pocket. Yeah, I saw him. I'm point. That's right. I said it. I'm from the hood and I don't give a French door. All right. I ain't gonna get caught up and have everybody sitting there feeling like we did something. Okay, one of you guys did something and we all standing there looking stupid. I got me second guessing myself. Did I put something in my pocket? I don't think I did. Come on, man. Stop stealing. Shit. Grown ass people gotta tell this stuff too. This is JH. I'm out. Woo!
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.